Hi there, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, March 10th today. And let me show you what you're going to be working on today on Working Wednesday. So we learned about the Bill of Rights in class. We've learned about the Constitution. Well, when our new Constitution goes into effect in April of 1789, George Washington is inaugurated as president. He begins a lot of things that we still do in our country. Some of those things are traditions, some have become law. And what I want us to look at today is a couple of those things. There's one of those things in particular, which is creating a new national capital to Washington, D.C. President Washington begins the process of creating a federal government that's not controlled by any states. We're going to build a new location called Washington, well, then called the District of Columbia. And Maryland is going to give up some land to make it. Virginia is going to give up some land to make it. So we have this diamond-shaped city that is going to be the new national capital. We've got to start creating this out of nothing. And so what I'd like us to do today is take a little field trip to Washington, D.C. You're going to do this by clicking on the link here on Wednesday, March 10th. This field trip has a couple of different modules. First thing is you're going to open this document called Constitution DC Landmarks Pics. When you open that, we've done something like this before, I believe, where you are opening the paperclip. You're going to open a Google Slides presentation. And there's no presentation there. You're actually creating this. So when it all opens, you'll see there's this title slide that has a picture of Washington. Now, it's not exactly a diamond shape anymore because Virginia took back some of its land here. But what we have is the Potomac River and the city of Washington, which has a grid with different avenues going across it. Well, this is the United States Capitol building here. Pennsylvania Avenue leads us to the White House, which is here. And you're going to be looking for some pictures of some different locations in Washington to put into this Google Slides presentation. So I just want you to use your favorite search engine. You're going to find a picture of the east front of the Capitol, the west front of the Capitol, that painting we might have talked about in class, the apotheosis of George Washington, the south front of the White House, the north front of the White House, and a bunch of other things. You are going to just find a picture of those buildings. This one, actually, the Library of Congress main reading room might be the best kept secret in Washington, D.C. A beautiful, beautiful room. And then some of the monuments around town. If we were able to take you to Washington for a field trip, we would show you some of these things and tell you the story about them and how these monuments help tell America's story. So you'll find a picture of each of these things and just copy and paste it in there, make it look nice and centered and all that sort of thing, and they're all very good. The Korean War Memorial, the National Mall, which is not a shopping mall, but a big, huge open area. That's what a mall is. The Air and Space Museum is the most heavily visited Smithsonian museum in any year. The National Archives building, actually, I think we already passed that one twice, so let's delete that version of it. A lot of people come to Washington, D.C. to protest, for various reasons and various times. If you can find a picture of any kind of protest like that is good. And then you'll find a picture of the Beast. In a little bit, you'll watch a video about the president's limo called the Beast. You'll also find a video about Air Force One that you're going to watch. So you're going to do those couple things. That's our assignment for today, is to complete the pictures activity and to watch the two videos. It's not much, kind of a small assignment today. I wish you well. Do a good job making this presentation look really good with pictures that are centered and appropriate size for the page. And you'll learn something about Washington, D.C.